Welcome back to QuasiMorph. So I've been having a lot of trouble getting the equipment that I need. So I guess the only way to get ahead of the game right now is to just stockpile a lot of resources that you can trade. What you can trade? Well, the lollipops are nice. Of course, the morphine is super nice as well. But I think the most important item will be the Helper Servo Backpack. You can get a lot of them in the beginning when you're fighting lower tier enemies from the factions that are very industrialized. And then I was just skipping time over here. See this? They have the backpacks over here. I was just keeping time by going from Mercury to Earth and just wasting time like that. Because there's no other way you're going to get backpacks and all of the other things you need unless you cheese the system. Which is a bit weird because I don't know. So this is the last thing, this is the thing I've been doing for the last 2 hours almost. I've tried to get a lot of materials, I cannot do it because I keep dying to the Death Clan enemies and you have to face them at some point, so yeah. Look at that, 6,000 points and I only got a single backpack. This game is crazy. I think they changed the cost of some of the stuff off screen or something like that, because it shouldn't be this much to get a backpack. Buffalo backpack, 6,000 points. Think about that. We'll never be able to get 6,000 points. So I guess they want you to industrialize your game to the point where you'll just, I don't know. But you'll just have to produce everything, otherwise you'll not have enough money to do much. Also, the Mantis M3 submachine gun is amazing. Hydra is not that good. And they made the coding worse for the chips. I mean, they shouldn't give you duplicate chips in the same trade. I don't know, it feels like the game has went a few steps backwards in my opinion. And I don't understand why. We didn't have problems like this before, like the trading being so unbalanced. Okay, 500. Now the problem is, I think the servo backpack is supposed to change prices, but it's always 500. So there are a few items that never change prices, and one of them is the backpack. Now as you can see, also the armor plate is 8 and the weapon part is 4. We can even get some better trades over there. Oh, look at that. I got the morphine and the backpack in the same place. So yeah, basically my game was stuck until I got to this point over here where I could just trade a lot of stuff. Now, was it worth trading more? I don't think so, because I was only getting arbiter sets. You know what, just bring me everything. So yeah, in a single turn, in a single lucky event, I just got everything. So go from Mercury to Venus. And just repeat this trade route as much as you can, because here you have all of the major corporations in multiple locations, but you can just go Mercury, Venus, back and forth, because you'll have everything you need. Unless Death Clan is trying to conquer everything. I couldn't really limit Death Clan too much, but as you can see, they lost a lot of stuff in the beginning. So in the beginning of the game, just help the three corporations that you want, which will be SBN Realware and Encom. Maybe Church of Revelation as well, because they have interesting stuff to give you. Plus the shotguns, plus the piercing weapons, which will be needed for the fight against Death Clan. But I need a better piercing weapon against Death Clans. These weapons are not as good as they used to be. Mostly because they are a single shot weapon, which doesn't do that much damage, and accuracy is not that great with them either. Yeah, that's what I did. Civil Resistance actually got pretty strong, but they only have 3 assets, so that means that technology is super low. But as you can see, you can just help them, trade with them, get the backpacks if you cannot find them in the missions and so on. And these guys just hog all of the technology, which is super annoying. By the way, this is a shotgun. I think that's an SMG. Interesting. So if the developers want to balance something out, they should make some trades easier to obtain, like the servo backpack and the morphine, I don't know. And also reduce the cost of these items. Wow, 1,500. You'll never get it. I don't know what the price was beforehand, but really, look at that. Your best chances of getting this backpack are basically 0. With 6,000, I guess that was 6,000 was a 50% chance to get a single backpack. Yeah, they should really look at this stuff again, because I understand that they're trying to limit the access to Buffalo backpacks, but it's almost impossible as it is. We have the Shadow Pattern and the Arbiter. I'm not sure what we got. You see, the armor is so cheap compared to the backpacks, and the chips are also extremely cheap compared to the other stuff, but we're not going to trade for the chips. That's a bit annoying. Okay, let's see what missions we have over here. Where are we? We are Adele. That's Mercury. Is there any mission I can do over here? Probably not. Nothing for me there either. So what is the big problem right now? You're not going to get strong enough to face the top 3 corporations, so you'll always fight for the corporations. Which creates a weird dynamic because you're basically always going to be helping the corporations because you're not strong enough to fight them. So, I don't know. Developers should really look into this because it seems like you're kind of stuck doing a gameplay loop that will always be absurd. It's absurd. You're helping the top corporations because you cannot fight them. So the more you help them to grow stronger to fight them, the stronger they become and you cannot reach their strength. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm a bit upset. I think this should have been fixed a long time ago, but apparently there's no easy fix to it. You know what? I want an easy mission. Let's just go to Mars. Let's just go to Mars. I'm tired. I'm tired of bad luck. I guess I got very lucky, but that was just me cheesing the system in the worst possible way, so I at least get some of the stuff I want. Because I had 2 deaths, so I've been playing the game for a while now. As you can see, I did 19 missions and I killed a lot of stuff, but I had only 2 deaths, and 2 deaths means I was just running out of equipment. I didn't have any equipment left to do any missions. I guess we can do that. Let's clan SBN, nope. Yeah, let's also get more missions here. In case you're wondering, you can also get the missions to help or weaken a faction. So for example, if you go to Venus, where Tet's clan is mostly based, you can create missions that will be mostly against them, because usually the missions are against them from what I can see, because they will summon the other corporations over here. Let me show you. So as you can see, we summoned Grasshopper over here, Tet's clan. I forgot what the other one was, but you get the idea. You're basically going to make missions against the faction on the planet. So again, this should be a little more balanced as well, but I understand why it's like this. I'm going to fight SPN or ANCOM. You can do that mission, and that's kind of like our only choice over here. What is the mission? I think that's only 2 floors. Also, I have unlocked basically all of the characters. To be honest, looking at the stats, I thought Kenzie Yuki would be the best choice, but health is 100. That's so little. Percy has a basic health of 150, so if you get hit 2 or 3 times, you're going to die. The accuracy is 60%, which is not that great, considering you have people with 70% accuracy. And then you have to look at also the starvation limit, which is 1700. You might think, well, that's not so important, but it is. Percy has 2400, so I was beginning to think Kenzie was the best choice, but looking at the stats, you'd have to invest so much into this clone to the point of where I don't think it will be worth it. Also, I've unlocked the Terror pack, so let's look at the classes as a bit as well. Yeah, I guess you just get some regeneration. Enemy conversion is the thing I don't understand, so I guess when you eat Gvak, you have a chance to convert enemies that you kill. I guess they'll resurrect or something, I don't know how that works. Possession, basically it's easier to use the pact. If we had a pact, cannibalism will do more melee damage if you eat human meat. Insanity, this is the thing I don't understand. QuasiMorph's effects. QMorph's effects. It might mean that the effects of the QMorph are stronger. So for example, at let's say 400 QMorph, enemies have let's say 20% HP. This might mean they have 40% more HP depending on the level, I don't know. Then you have the X Rage, Blade and X. This is the one that I like. I guess this is an excellent melee class that will help you get minions and some other stuff and also become a baron, but it's too hard to play in my opinion because you need a specialized melee class anyway. It's interesting. Then you have over here the Valkyria squad, which is an SMG class, which is a bit weird because SMG is not really what I would consider a heavy weapon. I guess you can pierce enemies behind, but that was never an issue. Healing the wounds is also very nice. I guess this means if you get wounds, they'll heal much faster. Or just 100% after you bandage them. Emergency revival. Electric shock effect. I guess this will improve the shock effect. I'm not sure how the shock effect works. I guess you need an electric SMG to fully benefit from this stuff. And then this is the one that I don't understand. Satiety drain. I guess which consume addictive med triggers. I guess this means your satiety will drain 50% slower. And that means if you, I don't know, smoke cigarettes or have a morphine, that means you need less food per level, which is nice. But then you go over here, which kind of annoying. So skipping a turn in the stealth mode activates the trigger. So you will always have an increased chance to crit if you are in stealth mode and skip a turn. But that means skipping a full turn. So it's SMG. I guess this would have worked much better with a sniper rifle. Then you have the tactical reload, which improves your chance to dodge. So I guess you can probably Kenzie will be the best Valkyria squad because of the dodge, so we'll have even more dodge after a reload and the SMG and less satiety drain. So yeah. I guess yeah, we should prepare that. So we will try to level that up at some point. But for now we'll have to play with Percy. And the Eclipse Blades are still the best option for him because... well, not Eclipses, the Scouts of Hades. Because of the bonuses to shotguns. I've been playing with mostly shotguns because they're the best weapon, and I also have the Jeff Hammer MD, 2 of them, from a big and long mission that was a very boring mission. I guess I got some shadow pattern stuff and Arbiter as well. We also have the veteran vests. Yeah, I guess I was hoping for more shadow pattern stuff, but 2 of them is nice. So this is basically armor again, elemental armor. Doesn't help you with physical armor, with physical damage, but it helps you a lot with elemental armor. So yeah, this is kind of like the best thing against Heads Clan. Too bad I didn't have it when I was fighting them. Arbiter is just medium armor. It's security service armor. I wouldn't say it's even medium armor, I would say it's almost light armor. I like this weapon. I don't think I should use it right now. Yeah, let's use the Storm TT. It's also a pretty good weapon as well. I'm also just going to disassemble that ammunition. I'm not going to use the specialized ammunitions. For example, the slug, which is blunt damage. I can keep that, but I don't really remember the damage types of enemies. For example, I know that Death's Clan is weak to piercing. I think on the moon they're weak to blunt or so. I don't know. I'll just have to play more of the game to figure it out. Okay, we need this. I'm not going to take any more chances with that. So let's add one. Look at the inventory space. That's massive. Let's put that over there so I don't forget about it. And I think that's it. Since we don't need anything else, we'll get bandages, we'll get some other stuff as well. I have some spare Arbiter boots around here. Nope, I don't have them. Yeah, I guess I lost a lot more than I thought. So I lost two people's armor sets, which I had power frame armor with them. So the people's front plus the frame armor is kind of like the best combination in the early game. Too bad I lost them. That's not bad. So you would want to have 30 init resistance, but I guess cut resistance is something I don't have because of my weak chest armor and my weak boots. Yeah. Anyway, this will be an easier mission, so also let me show you what I have been doing with my spacecraft. I'm a bit stuck right now because I don't have the AI cores over here. Get the scanner, and I'm not going to progress until I get that. Making the weapons better is a bit useless since I don't have any good weapons. Armor the same, I don't have good weapons or armor, so I'm not even going to bother with that. I don't have that weird chip over there to advance in this one. This number of perks is free. Not sure how this works. The research tree. I think that's mostly the research is tied to the to the module that allows you to have the perks in the first place. So yeah, I also cannot find ceramic. If I could find ceramic, I would actually access this over here, the shuttle, which will give me so much more items. Yeah, I guess this is not really that important, the genome stuff. The scavengers I already mentioned. I need one more wielding kit, and then I will need those things, and that's going to be so hard to get. This is what I need, the capacitor. So I think the research is going to be tied to the capacitor. If you cannot have the capacitor, you cannot have the rank bonuses. I think that's what the research means, number of perks. Yep. So the game is going very nicely, especially after I got so angry and I died, and man, really, these backpacks are worth their weight in gold at the moment. Okay, this shouldn't be such a hard mission. Famous last words. And after this, I'm just all out of good stuff. Blacksmith? Why are you a blacksmith? Wait, what faction am I fighting against? I don't remember any factions having such cool items. Oh, I guess it's because I passed basically 1 year in game time. So that's why they're so much stronger and they have the Jeff hammers already. Be afraid, but I don't think cut damage will hurt me that much. Okay, we only have a few enemies to kill. I also need to get a lot of gunpowder. Bodybuilding increased. Journeyman. Grasshopper. I guess grasshoppers are blacksmith? I didn't know that. Kind of like blacksmiths. You can see this is a new person because he keeps missing. So yeah, when he is a new class, he has so little accuracy and the scatter will also be super annoying. Rubber bullets. Okay. It's very painful to play with a fresh class like this. Odyssey is one of the worst starting characters actually, but because of his bonus resistance, he's the best, and this is the only one I will play right now because the stuff that killed Percy would have killed other characters so much faster. And I'm not joking. Percy died fighting demons with the big axes. Not demons, but that's clan, normal, that's clan enemies. The knights, yeah, anyway, it was, as I see, it was not very fun because I was just getting cuts every turn and wounds. Somehow Percy survived most of it, but then he just died with the wounds, and I was also hungry. Because I forgot to check my food before I started fighting those big enemies, and you know, this is also a problem in the game, because sometimes when you start fighting, you just fight for, I don't know, until you die, basically. Map has another weird layout. I guess it's not very populated since it's a low difficulty and the faction of fighting is not very strong. Oh, he didn't have line of sight over here. I need to start stockpiling ammo. I need to... Yeah, see, they're not so bad. Oh, I really wish I had my frame armor back. I guess the small Jeff hammers are not that good. They do. These guns also have one extra range, so that's why they're much stronger. Now, some people have complained about this mechanic over here, but yeah, what can you do? Just have to throw the things you don't need out. Additionally, you can just stop mass disassembling. The caves are still a massive location. Imagine if you're doing this mission with QuasiMorph. Okay, good luck surviving that. Yeah, some of it disappointed that the new classes don't really fit the playstyle. Because to play you would have to go melee with the other one, and probably with Yukio on the other one. Capacitor. That's probably nothing. But I think I need the food. Yeah, it's just dead ends all over the place. And I hope I won't be a dead end. Oh, that's where the elevator was. That's so deceptive. Okay, let's go to the second floor. We'll search the second floor a lot better. So yeah, I was a bit annoyed at the fact that I died, but then I just had to skip one year because there's no way you're going to get better trades with the items. And you're always going to be limited by the amount of items you have, so you really have to get those trades with SBN and Realware and Ancom when they are at least at tier 3. But usually these rooms have great stuff. The conveyor belt room. I should have industrial stuff, but I guess not now. What? I feel like a shooting range target. So, I think I've improved my game to the point where I can just play the game so fast it doesn't matter what I lose, but I still have to be careful. So it's weird that these enemies don't even have armor, so the best loot you can get out of them will be weapon parts. I would like to have a pair of glory pants because they're just so... Well, I guess I should just take them along with me. I really wish to not compare them sometimes because you get contradicting information. So they have Gun, Pierce, Cut, Firing. Okay. Yeah, we'll take them on. We'll take them with us. We'll take their pants on a journey. Tourist, sorbents, and interesting here either. Another empty conveyor belt room, that's annoying. Usually those things have good industrial stuff, but I guess I'm not getting anything out of it. A lifter? Well, I guess they're just coming out of the room one by one. This is a dangerous room. So yeah, I guess we do have to skip the time, otherwise we'll never be able to get the ceramic parts from ceramic armor or from heavy armor, to be more precise. And how would you get... Where, in what circumstances would you see heavy armor? Seems like some things are a bit flawed right now, but I guess it's okay, they'll probably fix them. Okay, we're doing nicely. I was getting a bit angry last time. I mean, before I started recording, because I was not getting lucky and I died to the stupid Edge clan in the worst way possible. Huh. The Rogue Star rifle is actually quite nice. I might have to take it with me. You're wondering why? Well, I think the problem is that we don't really have a lot of good guns. I've been trying to search for a replacement for the shotguns, but there's nothing. What is... I really wish it would not compare the items sometimes. Here. Now I can look at it the normal way. So what is this? A trigger special. Has a damaging elements, wound inflicting pierce. Oh, so if it pierces, it inflicts damage, and it has a much better pierce chance. What is the pierce chance of this? 60%. So this will always pierce, and it will always create a wound on the enemies. Ooh. This is a very strong gun. I like it. Let's see what we can use. I guess I can take some crude mechanism as well. Me. Well, I shouldn't have brought it with me, but now I have it. Yeah, there are some of that you have so many enemies. The blacksmith. I'm beginning to like these guys. Okay, now let's do some math. See that capsule. Hold down, yeah. But yeah, apparently this capsule will most of the times block your pathway, so be very careful with it. I guess we'll just send the Jeff hammers. Rifle. I like this a lot. It looks weird, but it feels strong. You just leave the items in the capsule, you don't have to do anything else. But it's a single load. But the damage, come on, the damage is ridiculous on this thing. With 7 range. I like it a lot. Yeah, I have to diversify my weapons because I can no longer just use the shotguns against certain enemies, because if you lose... Well, if you die once or twice, then you'll be out of stuff anyway. These are the best rooms, but lately I'm not getting lucky with them. And I guess that's the entire level. I didn't really need to use that one. Use the capsule. Yeah, I guess we can take some of that. You know what? That's enough. I am tired of this mission. Let's get out of here. Our reward will basically be nothing. but it was a fun one. Yeah, so I think now, after about 10 hours of playing the game, I'm finally ready to play more of the game at a decent rate, and we have another clone unlocked. I think that's all of the clones we can unlock. Yeah, I'll do this off camera. I guess this can be my secondary weapon. Before I died, I was using a very good energy rifle. I guess I could have used this one as well, but I'm afraid of losing it since it's my last one. So yeah, I guess this will be a good combination as well. The problem is you're not going to find a lot of ammo, especially when you're fighting low-level enemies. You're not going to get much ammo, and most of the ammo you'll get will be 9mm. So some missions you'll just lose on the basis that you don't have enough stuff. Kind of sad. So they're at 6. Oh, they put the sniper rifles much higher in the tier, so you don't get them. So I guess getting a sniper rifle in the early game is impossible right now. You will have better chances of getting a buffalo backpack than getting one of the, I think it's a bishop or something. That's the BFG from what I remember. Yeah, they have nice stuff, but look at that. I guess they needed this, so not everyone will give you an armor set, as you can see, especially SBN. They mostly give you weapons now. What are these things? Yeah, and I guess they balance them out to the point where these corporations will give you good guns, but not good armor. So I guess you have to get your armor from other places. Arbiter is kind of bad, and the Shadow is mostly against Clan, but even Clan can attack you in melee. Yikes. I just want to see what these two things are. What is this? What does it shoot? Bullets, storms? I think it's one of the new guns. I have to look at it. Oh, we're not good friends enough for you to give me that? Yeah, this is the only chance we'll have of getting something that reduces QuasiMorph, but I was not getting any missions with them, and that was the annoying part. And they're always going to be attacking SBN or something crazy like that. I think that's another problem. Certain factions, but I guess that's by design, certain factions will always attack the same enemies. They have arch enemies. And civil resistance will never increase in technology, which is again an annoying factor, because even though they're quite high in the tier list, the power list, I guess there's just a lot of rebels with wrenches and pickaxes and stuff. Oh well, there's not much I can do about that. So I guess I'll just have to go to the end game and then just progressively wipe out the top 3 corporations so the other corporations can flourish and I can see their other items. Also, I haven't been able to get a single item chip, and I think this is the basic item chip which will produce items like some weapons, some armor, some medicine, some bullets. And I think these chips will produce items like, or not items, crafting items. Like they might produce the ceramic plate, they might produce the crude mechanism and such. So I'm really curious, how good are they and how many of them I need. Forward. Even though I try my best to help them, they have still fallen even lower. I guess they are almost at tier 2. Daydream, of course they have the chemical suits. At least they made the border shotguns a little better. The Prison Corporation is also kind of funny to fight against because their units will be super armored compared to the other factions. Lemaf. Oh, it's supposed to be a Lemat pistol. Does a ton of damage. Look at that, 26 to 42 with normal bullets. So yeah, I think they nerfed the top 3 corporations and improved the other ones. I guess Church didn't need any anyway. That's enough for today. See you next time. Bye bye.